One thing that makes the Annapolis Maritime Museum really unique is that we're on the water.
The museum is actually owned by the city of Annapolis to run it both as a museum and an environmental education center. It's used for canoes and kayaks, but it's also used for children and dogs wading in the water.
So a lot of places when they're teaching, they're in the school or in a schoolyard, and we're in the water. We get kids in it and muddy and wet, and they get to really experience and feel it and get to see all those animals in their natural environment.
Our shoreline had significantly eroded for over, say, the last 10 years.
Before, we didn't have a lot of space to take the kids out, and there were rocks in the way, and it just wasn't a great natural environment.
2003, Hurricane Isabel really annihilated this property and flooded.
When the Annapolis Maritime Museum approached Chesapeake and Coastal Service, we decided to take it full force. We helped them with the planning, we designed the project for them, we walked through the permitting process with them, and we also built the project. We really felt that if we were involved from start to finish, we could create the best product in the end. We didn't just create a linear stone revetment. We took two headland points. We made them with smaller material sizes, the cobblestones, and we placed sand behind them to create a nice crescent-shaped beach. Not only helps the building become more resilient to large storm events, but also is aesthetically pleasing to the community. They can come down, they can bring their children, bring their pets, walk the shoreline. It's really a place to use and to enjoy.
I was astonished by the technique because, first of all, it involved 500 tons of rock, 300 tons of sand, and nearly 2,000 native plants.
This project is great because it better enhances the habitat here at the Annapolis Maritime Museum for their living classrooms.
So we see about 6,000 kids here at the museum. Now that we have the living shoreline, we're gonna be able to take kids out on the water. So we'll be able to do things like seining and crabbing and fishing, which we haven't had the space to do before.
When we talk about the Living Shoreline program and what this offers to the city, and for the people that are in the legislature, so often things happen on the Eastern Shore, Western Maryland, they never get to see it. This is a real life living example of hard work going in there to educate them about how this works, and for the children too.
To come out and see kids who have never been outside on a dock before or ever touched the water before, that's such an amazing experience. I see a ton of joy and a lot of excitement. Hopefully we'll get new animals too, like horseshoe crabs. Here on the shoreline, we planted hundreds of thousands of baby oysters.
It really allows for critters such as horseshoe crabs to crawl up the breakwaters, but also helps the building become a lot more resilient to larger storms.
DNR was really served as not only our advisors and technical assistants, but they've also served as the general contractors, the designers for the project, and they're actually physically working on the project, which kind of astonished me.
Our job as Garden Club is to maintain these grounds, and this will make it easier. Natural growth of grass is something that doesn't need to be mowed, doesn't need to be tended.
Local governments and nonprofits are sometimes lacking money to build these type of projects. We came in and we built the project for about half as much as anybody else could because we put our labor into it. We just purchased materials. So it really made it more affordable for a nonprofit to be able to do a project like this. The two private property owners were very willing to work with us. To extend our project 2 property lines over creates a better enhanced habitat. The concept of this can be applied anywhere. The community loves it.
The shoreline installation has made a dramatic difference in our museum property. We're thrilled with the result, beyond our expectations.
It's been a really great experience, and I'm really excited about the shoreline coming and all the new things we're gonna get to do.
I would rather be doing this than sitting behind a desk.